We've been looking through Proverbs 31, and we've seen a description of a wife that is virtuous with noble character. Verses 18 and 19 describe her as diligent and skilled. It says that she makes sure her dealings are profitable and her lamp burns late into the night. Her hands are busy spinning thread, her fingers twisting fiber. I've been married to my wife Sharon for almost 29 years. She's always been super diligent in everything that she does. She's diligent and purposeful in our marriage, as well as her relationship with our 2 children. She works hard inside and outside of our home. The phrase there, her lamp burns late into the night, reminds me of all the tireless ways that she's taking care of our family. Many nights she stayed up late with our kids doing homework, listening to them share their hearts and share their hurts. She's diligent in her relationship with God, setting an alarm to get up an hour and a half early before she has to be at work to spend time alone with God. She's diligent and purposeful in everything that she does. She never complains about the responsibilities that God has placed into her care, but she takes pride in the calling that God has placed upon her life as a pastor's wife and as a mom. She's persistently and diligently prayed for me and prayed for our son and prayed for our daughter. Now, verse 19 describes this woman of noble character as a woman with skills. My wife grew up on a farm in Kentucky, and as much as I hate to admit it, my wife's skills with fixing things, building things, and her mechanical skills are much greater than mine. Over the years, I've struggled trying to fix lawnmowers or weed eaters or chainsaws, and when I'm ready to throw the whole thing in the dumpster, my wife very gently looks at what's wrong and she usually fixes it. She's a woman with skills. Sharon's super talented with woodworking, and she's used those skills over the years to provide extra income for our family. I was out of the country one time on a mission trip. When I got back, I noticed that the foyer, the entryway of our home, was completely redone. There was a beautiful board and batten wall in the entryway, new shelving, and it really just looked amazing. Well, my first question was, who did all of that and how much did this cost? Sharon just said, I made it all. It barely cost anything. And she had designed and made the whole thing, and it was amazing. Now it's my responsibility as Sharon's husband to recognize these God-given attributes and affirm these qualities in her life. I'm so incredibly grateful for the example of diligence, purposefulness, and skillfulness that Sharon shows to me and our family.
Diligence and skill aren't normally attributes that we connect to the role of the wife, but they can be really beautiful if we put them in play well. It can kind of be confusing or intimidating if we don't understand what that means. But someone once said that diligence just means studying your spouse, being a student of who they are. So knowing the things about them that no one else knows. I want to know what Drake orders at all of our favorite restaurants. It occurred to me the other day that I didn't know what he got from this particular restaurant. And I want to know because I want to be able to order for us and surprise him with it someday. I want to know the way that he likes things done around the house. I want to know the way that he likes to be given gifts. If he likes a certain type of gift, I like experiences, so I used to get those for him. Turns out he likes a different kind of gift. So it helps me to love him more intentionally and more knowing. Diligence just means that there's this element of care and intentionality and focus in the way that you're loving someone. Drake and I just celebrated 4 years of marriage. So by that math, I've just completed my bachelor's degree in Drake Barker University, and I'm planning on pursuing a doctorate for as long as we both shall live. When it comes to skill, it's no secret that Drake and I love to do music together. And it really impacts the way that we are able to worship God together, the way that we are able to serve in the church together. It's one of our favorite things to do together. In that realm, I want to be a skilled vocalist. I want to be a skilled musician so that when we do what we do together, it is so enjoyable for both of us and also brings the maximum amount of glory to God because we're stewarding the gifts and abilities that He's given us to the best of our ability. But maybe it doesn't look like music for you. Maybe you want to be a skilled homemaker. Maybe you want to be a skilled cook. Maybe you want to be as skilled in the way that you give gifts to your husband. Maybe you want to be skilled in whatever God has gifted you in. It's a way to serve God. It's a way to serve your husband. And it's a way to just really step into the life that Jesus has for you.